computer. Holla, holla, holla. All right, let's roll, baby. Let's roll. Ready? Ready to do this? Okay. Here we go. And I'm going to do this so you can see my face. Please, dear God. Oh, it's because, okay. Got it. Got it. Well, either way. No, no, no. Let me see if I can move this. Here's the reason why. I heard people, I did another video and it was live and it was very interactive. It was just, it was, wasn't the same, but it was the same topics. And a lot of people said that they liked it better because they could see me. So I'm going to just see if I can leave my face up. We'll see how this goes. So, but it's kind of fucking up my, okay, let's see what happens. All right. What I learned from becoming a hot mom without spending hours in the gym or doing low calorie diets or cardio for that matter. And for those of you that don't know me, here's who I am. Well, it's going to tell you on the next screen, but I want to say welcome. Okay. Today I'm going to show you how to, number one, become a healthier version of yourself, no matter what the circumstances are. How to feel hot AF. And I say fuck a lot because I cuss a lot. That's just who I am. If you don't like that, probably not going to be the right coach for you. But it's for those that want to feel hot as fuck and get healthier than ever without sacrificing your life, health, or happiness in the process. I'm going to educate you on the methods and strategies needed to get on the other side of feeling like shit. And the biggest thing is what I was doing, why it didn't work, and what I did do to become a hot mom. Okay? And I'm following these slides because if you know me, I don't ever follow slides. I just go fly by the seat of my pants, intuitive like, we go down rabbit holes. So this is going to keep me focused. Okay. Here's who I am. Here's who I be. Casey Addison Ship. That is my maiden name. Maiden, name. Yes. Don't have my middle name anymore. Out with Nicole. Casey Addison Ship. I'm a certified fitness trainer, medical assistant, fitness model, professional. Been featured on these publications right here, TV shows, and this is me, the small alter ego over here. See that little right there? KK, that was after my babies. I've always wanted to be like a stripper. I still do. I just don't know when I'm going to find time to do that. But I'm down for learning pole fitness. I'm down for that. All right, here's some people that have worked with us. This is Amy Lou. She said, I've never worked with a trainer or any online coaching for that matter. Says, well, I felt like I could relate to Casey in so many ways. I was still worried that the program wouldn't be something that I could follow, or I would have high expectations and it would have been a bunch of bullshit. I was totally wrong. This has changed my way of thinking, not just about food and health, but myself. She's like gasoline poured on my little flickering fire of self-worth. And I love Amy Lou. When she came in, usually the people that come in like balls out, what's up? I'm going to do something right now. I was like, she's going to fizzle out fast. She has not. Hopefully she'll have a position as a group moderator shortly. I love Amy Lou. So you'll probably see her when you become a member, hopefully, or you'll probably see her in just a Hot Moms group. And we're joking right here because she said, HMZ, we're a few smaller inches. It's not such a bad thing. If that gives you any idea about the women in this group, I love it. But it's who I am. It's who I am. I attract my tribe, All right, check out Haley here. She had Hashimoto's, lots of past trauma, lots. Cancer, loss, very close family loss. But she's down 24 pounds in 4 months and actually started doing her own coaching. But if you know anything about Hashimoto's, you may see this and think, she doesn't look half bad. But from what she used to look like, okay, or maybe if you know what Hashimoto's or anything where your body's taken over by this disease, a disease, we're not happy. We're not at our happiest state, but it's extremely hard to get results when you have a thyroid disease. And, but not for her, not for people that follow the program. So this is just something that shows you what's possible. This is Brandy Dunnigan. Here's why I like this photo. If you look here, and what she said, Hot Moms has changed my life. I believe the little lie that I can never change the overall shape of my body. That's a lie. This is 18 months. So what we did here and I can tell you this. So if you are shaped with, saddlebags, turn your toes in on a lot of the exercises that you do. That will aid in some of the changing your body shape. So that's one of the secrets that we did with her. We did a lot of toe positioning work, and then this very specific workouts that you'll find in this program. So it's really cool that she thought she was always going to just have saddlebags, but nope. Look at that athletic looking hip versus the first one. It's very, very cool. I love that. All right. Who is this for? It's for any woman that considers herself to be open-minded when it comes to maximizing her health. Open-minded. Read that again. Number 2, any woman that likes to be given specific execution strategies that will increase overall happiness. Number 3, women who want to feel great and look hot as fuck. Goal is like, you just want to be a bad bitch. Like, just that's what you want to look and feel like. Women who are goal-oriented and appreciates the holistic program approach, meaning we take into account your mental state, your stress, your sleep, versus just diet and exercise. And then also lastly, women who are looking to learn long-term success, not just a short-term, got to look good for my class reunion this summer. No. This is long-term health. All right. If you stay to the end today, I've got a little surprise for you. Not going to offer it forever. So if you stay to the end, I'll let you know what that is. All right. Get a notepad, a drink. Get your drink. I don't care if it's got alcohol in it, whatever's going to help you zen in, zen out. It's going to help you hear. Okay. I need you to hear some things, not just look and listen and see what this blonde chick's saying. Like your soul needs to hear this, girl. You know what I'm saying? All right. So pull over, get somewhere you can focus. And this says something that you see over the next 45 to 60 minutes could change your life forever. And you may be thinking, oh God, whatever. What are you, Richard Simmons? Yeah, actually, because I don't know about you, but go to church on Sundays maybe, or maybe you listen to a book, listen to a podcast, listen to just one little thing that shifts your perspective. I've done it many, many times. So yes, I do believe that something in this presentation, this video, it could change the game for you forever. And now if you know me, I talk a lot like this guy, this comedian that does Southern Mama. And I said, tell the kids to be quiet. So that's him yelling. If you haven't seen that, you need to look up Southern Mama on Facebook. But tell the kids to be quiet, really. All right, here's who I am. A little bit backstory, because a lot of people see me and they say, it's a skinny white bitch. What does she know? Well, let me just tell you about the skinny white bitch, okay? Former abuse victim. Was raised with a poverty and scarcity mindset. My mom grew up in a Section 8 housing, and I was told my whole life that I had to work hard to have anything. Anybody ever been told that? It's a lie. Tried to OD at 18 years old, suicidal, struggled with substance and alcohol abuse, had miscarriage, just one that I know about. Diagnosed with PTSD and ADHD because of the shit that I saw that I couldn't fit in the slide. I moved out at 19, married 21, had stepchildren and a crazy ex-wife to deal with. I was homeless at 22, living in my mother-in-law's basement. I'll never forget that. Everything we had was on the back of a little trailer, pulling behind the truck. ACE score, if you know what that is, and I'll get into that in the program because it's going to have a lot to do with your results. So I was ACE score of an 8, and usually they say anything over a 4, you're going to have some fucked up shit, some problems, okay? Autoimmune disease at 22, no more though at 34. I'm going to have that in here as well. Struggle with health and fitness and just being happy in general. Lots of generational trauma that I've come to make peace with. Now, multiple 6 figures, hopefully to be 7 and 8 real soon. Retired my husband, and I'm healthy. I'm happier. I'm a founder of HOTMOMZLifestyle.com and KCShip.com. That's who I am. That's my little story right there. But here's the thing. I did not become a hot mom or this expert, spent in the game for 12 years. I did not come here just because I got in shape one time. Do you know what I'm saying? These girls that they do one show, or they go and hire a trainer and lose 50 pounds, or drink a shake and lose 50 pounds. And then now they are a world-class leading expert. But hey, you know what? I'm not throwing shade if they're changing lives. I'm just saying, hey, this girl I've been around the block. Okay. HOTMOMZLifestyle.com. Here's the deal. I've been committed to getting to the root of the issue in myself so that I can connect and help other women transform. Been helping women transform professionally since 2009. But in 2008, I thought I was doing okay. I was a medical assistant going for ultrasound degree. I was a dropout for that program. My husband and I were dead broke, trying to build a business in Buckhead. that, why do we even live in the most expensive place? But it's why we didn't have any furniture. We had a beanbag and a cooler. An igloo cooler was our only other piece of furniture. He was 100 pounds overweight, and I was chronically sick. We were victim of circumstance. Woe is me. Eating out every day and binge drinking daily. I saw a sexy, feminine looking girl in a magazine and thought, okay, now this is inspirational. She looks like she works so hard. I'll never forget standing in that office and seeing this. And I thought, wow, like because, most women look like men. I was like, I like how she looks. That is very attractive. But so that motivated me to join a local gym, do the workouts I found in the magazines. But I avoided working out around a lot of people because I was so embarrassed of not knowing what to do. And yeah, I just hit out in the cardio area and in the aerobic room a lot. That's where I would just go in. I'd take some little weights and I'd go just hide in there and do shit that I did from classes because that's all I knew. And then running a mile, I knew that if I could run a mile, I did my job for that day. That's how much I knew about exercise. Or if it burned, if I did enough reps that burned, I was doing my job. Fast forward, I became, oh Lord, we don't want to fast forward that much. We don't want to go. Okay. I became a certified fitness trainer, helped my husband lose 100 pounds, hired a fitness competition coach, and became a fitness model. Lots of, yeah. Oh. For some people, that may sound like a dream done. I'm good. But to me, I was barely surviving. I may have appeared to be fit on the outside, but I was very frustrated, sick, tired, and depressed on the inside. I would wake up, run, live on caffeine, force myself to exercise, and I was getting sick every single month. With a cold, virus, sinus infection, you name it. I had skin fungus. They thought I was a diabetic because I had so many yeast infections. I had UTIs that would leave me on toilets and Dillard's bleeding in pain. UTIs, all the time. I mean, this was me getting a cold laser therapy at a holistic doctor that I had found. That's me just pounding the caffeine with no lips here or eyebrows or anything else. I had an eating disorder too. I said proof of the shit food that I would eat. Now I grew up, this right here means love to me. This is so many happy memories, right? But yeah, I just want you to know that I struggled with a binge problem. And I was terrified of food, just terrified of food. I looked twice my age. Periods were so bad I would pass out. I was hypoglycemic and insulin resistant. Had PCOS too. I was 45 or 50 something on paper when I went to my first holistic doctor. I thought I was doing everything right though. I even hired the holistic docs to help me heal naturally. I mean, I thought I was on the right path. I was into all the woo-woo stuff and I thought I was just doing it. I was stuck in a vicious cycle. Knowing what I know now, I was just coming back into my body after years of destruction and abuse. And let's not even get into former stuff. Oh, okay. I was really confused because in my mind, I was like, wait a minute. This isn't the life that I had imagined. With so much time, money, and sweat that I was putting in, I wanted to be further along because I don't even have any patience as it is. So I'm like, what? This triggered my feelings of inadequacy. Yes, it really did. Because this is my whole thing. I come into this life struggling with was just not being good enough. I was even told that. My mom would say things like that. There had to be more to life than the one I was living. I don't know if you've ever thought that or you felt that way, but I remember just having drives where I would just cry and listen to Katy Perry's song. I can't remember, Firework, maybe. And just thinking, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. But the good thing about being a Taurus and the hard-headed, stubborn that I am, I still wanted to try for more. So I wanted to look like a famous fitness model. There's my girl right there, Jamie. And that's me after taking a Jaeger bomb shot with braces on for the second time. But I paid for those. I was like, you know what? Let's do braces again. Now I've just gotten veneers. That's me at 22. And I remember in this picture, I think it was I know this was. I was just depressed. Going back to that, I was just very sad. Okay. Sad. Didn't know that I was sad. That's the thing is you don't feel like you're depressed or sad. I remember people, healers and doctors and friends asking me what I was so stressed about, or my body was stressed or sad, or depressed. And I had all the symptoms, but I didn't feel it. But there's a reason why you don't feel it. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But hey, look, a bitch got on the cover. I sure did. I'm going to show you how I did it. All right. I wanted to feel as good as I look and have the lab work to match. I wanted to like what I saw in pictures. I wanted to want to have sex again because I was not wanting to have sex. And I wanted just to not feel like a slave to shitty food or food in general. Like this, it was my whole, it was just consuming. And I didn't even have the body and health that I wanted. And it was just like that 38 Special song, the Hold On Loosely, you know, I keep hearing that, but didn't understand what it was saying. Then things got even worse. I was starting to scale another business that I was working and almost divorced my husband. We had marriage counselors come in. It was a 7-year itch anyway. I was just like, you know what? It's going to be easier just not doing this with him. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but I hated him too. And I was like, no, I'm not going to go anywhere with him. I don't even want to be in the same room with him because I hate him. I just don't like, he didn't do anything to me. It was just, he was a burden at this point. So on a business trip to Texas, I realized that I had a shingles outbreak. Now, mind you, I was fucking 20s, in my 20s, shingles outbreak. I remember getting checked, and the nurse told me that if I did not take time off, that I would end up being hospitalized. I felt so defeated. This again triggered the old belief that I grew up with, that I just wasn't good enough. Just, you sit there, one of those fetal position cries, you know, where you're just like, when, I don't get it, just, yeah. But I don't even think that I cried. I thought that other people could have success, but it just wasn't for me. Have you ever felt that way? Like people that have success, there just must be a different type of human than you. Yeah, that's the way I was. I just got more angry because back then I was so out of touch with my emotions and feelings that I never cried. I never cried. I never felt anything really except anger. I was just, anger is what got me by, but it was a survival mechanism. This is a picture Skip took of me and I posted about it. I said, Skip told me to drop my pack and take 5. Of course I stayed in the office. Obsessed, this is my notes. Obsessed and addicted, I never was taught to properly take care of myself, my mind or my body. Like there's tears and sadness right here just from stuff going through this. I guess I haven't processed it all. I thought you were supposed to take pride in being busy, working or never stopping. Or maybe I'm picking up collective. Yeah. Maybe this is you. Maybe something that I've said, you are thinking me too. And if you do feel that way, it's okay. Like it's totally okay. The good news is that I've been there and I've helped a lot of women get out of where you're at. So you can cry if you feel it, but just don't get defeated by it because you're good. You're safe. You're safe here and you've got everything you need with what I'm about to show you. So, you know, where I come from, especially having a type of, just the people that I come from, especially my dad's side, it was all about toil. You work your ass off. You don't stop when you're tired. You don't stop, period. You skint yourself. All that's so sad. You know, people that cry are weak or you just don't stop. You pride yourself in working hard or being busy. So being busy is really that you're just running from something else, trying to prove ultimately that you're enough. And the truth is you're already enough. Okay. That's the truth. So we got to get you to see that. And I have that here. Okay. There was no way I could just stop my life as I knew it. And I know how you may be thinking too, like, how do I do all this stuff and my kids and my work. How do you want me to just stop? I don't want you to stop. I had to figure something out fast though. A mentor came into my life and it was like something just clicked. I made a decision that day. I was able to go within a bit and finally surrender a little bit to the not having kids stance. I did. I was praying for success and I would keep getting visions of kids. I was like, no, that's not success. Because to me, kids and success didn't go together. Yeah, there was just one problem with the whole kid thing. Have you ever heard these statements? Just wait until you have kids. Your body's going to go to shit. Oh my God. Wait, I have 2 kids. My body just went to shit. All this mummy patch. Oh my God. Your marriage gets rocky. So, your health and your mind will go to shit. Say goodbye to life as you know it. Cause you have kids, it's over. And a lot of those women look like this. I know this lady, she looked like a young, you know how we look in like high school almost, or at our best times in our minds even. And then kids happen, right? Like this right here too, where I've been shamed online for posting about getting back in shape. And women that still have stretch marks or still are unhappy with their body will say that they're very happy with their body and their tiger marks, and that I'm shaming them that don't. No, not a fit for hot moms. Me, I didn't want that. That's why I didn't want to have kids, because I'm like, fuck, I don't want my life to look like that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So if you've ever heard those, that's why. And my mom told me that she loved us, but we ruined her life. Like, she told us many times that kids will ruin your life. And then it's also why moms lose their identity. It's they have kids and they sell out. They stop working. They stop doing everything because they have kids. You know, it's this morning I was watching a TV show, and the dog, with Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer, I love that show. And they were trying to teach this dog that had no boundaries and horrible manners, it was a pit bull, to not eat off of their plates and just beg for food. And, okay, I see a minute. Anyway, so they were trying to teach this dog about how to have good manners. And the guy felt bad. The owner felt bad. And Caesar said, wait a minute. You're the master. You eat first, and then you can take care of him. That's how it goes. You are the leader of the pack. And I'm like, moms don't do that. Moms wake up and they feed their kid first. And then they feel bad because the kids come first. And if you know my period of where I show you the priorities, and I'll get into that, the priorities, yourself first, your spouse, your kids, and then work, and then fun time, free time. Most of you get up, you get on Facebook and do fun time, free time, and then forget your husband, your kids come next. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you came into the marriage with kids. You don't even know what it's like to be alone. And so, yeah, of course you're going to lose your identity. So, but I'm looking at all of these women's negative projections because they didn't know what the fucking hell they didn't know the shitstorm they were in and how to get out. So naturally they're going to project their negative experience. And then somebody like me that already feels that way is going to be like, oh shit. So pregnancy was not my thing. I had postpartum depression with my first. It was just me and my husband. We had no help. No help. I don't have a mom. I don't have a sister. I don't have a grandma. Like, no help. And then I made the money. So if we wanted the bills to get paid, I had to make something work. Like pregnancy leave. What's that? What is that? But I also know my hormones were trashed, and it was me coming into the woman I am now. And it was really a spiritual awakening is what happened. So I lost one in between my two boys because they're 17 months apart. But my health was slightly better due to pregnancy because it helped me come out of PCOS. So my hormones were still shot though. And this is a picture here when I was trying to do a vlog. So I'll never forget my cousin going, you look so tired. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And there's Grady back there. Lord have mercy. But dude, all of this is why I am healed today. So hallelujah. If 3 pregnancies in 2 years while losing a mother-in-law, stepkids moving away, dogs dying, building another business wasn't enough, this bitch, I went through a mommy makeover surgery, ab surgery, 2 of them, because the first one didn't work, to correct my hernia and ab separation while getting a total hysterectomy. Because I'll never forget saying I was going to film one day and I bled through my pants because my mom, we come from endometriosis, estrogen dominance. And I was like, I'm not going to deal with this. So then I had total hysterectomy at the same time I had a mommy makeover, all while having 2 small children. So smart. Even though I didn't want to admit that the whole back-to-back pregnancy and hysterectomy thing was kicking my ass, it was definitely kicking my ass. I knew that if I wanted to prove myself and everybody else wrong, they had to figure something out. And I remember crying in the gym, in the car, because I couldn't even make it 10 minutes through a routine, wondering where's someone who's been here that can shed light and help. All these mentors that I have, where's the business mentors where they were going through this and going through this hormone shit? There's not a lot of people. And then they don't want to tell you that because it makes them seem weak. Well, for me, my pain has been my purpose. And little did I know, the weakness was actually a strength because I can connect to people. But the truth was I was scared of failing. I was scared of failing as a wife, a mother, and a spiritual health coach because, somebody that's a spiritual life coach like I am and was then, I felt, and that's why then though I didn't even charge for it. I would just do a little bit of it because I felt like I had imposter syndrome. There's this sick person that can't even, it's like the blind leading the blind, So, but I was thinking to myself, well, what if this really is the truth? What if this really is what's up? What if I don't get on the other side of this? And what if the thing that I need costs a lot of money and I don't have a lot of money? What if this is really what life looks like after 30, after you have kids and lose some people after hysterectomies? What if this is what it's like? What if I turn into my mom and become a sick addict, and everything else is everybody else's fault. And yeah. All right, here's the old school method. You pay a trainer $150 to $300, get super stoked, go all in on diet and cardio. Cardio's daily or 3 times a week. Food consists of macros, or maybe they count macros if you know what that is, carbs, fat, and protein, or maybe they just say, hey, eat this much chicken and sweet potato and green veggies and some flax oil. Plan's not working? Oh yeah, we'll just add more cardio, do some high reps that really burns fat, that really burns fat. Lie. And we'll just take away some food. Old school method, here's another example. Old school method, a cup of oats, whey isolate, because isolate's, fast absorbing and there's lower calories in the isolate. This is me and my bro, your guy at the gym that trains a bunch of women. Only brown rice because that's better. Not. On an empty stomach. Cardio when you wake up fast on an empty stomach because you're going to burn more fat. Lies from hell. Such a lie. But I've been there. My coaches have been there. We've all been there. Maybe you've been there too. The old school method problem is that there's so much more to it. What people do to get those results, and the quick that I just showed you, the quick way, damages their metabolisms in the long run. It's only going to work one time. You're only going to get a good body that one time. What if your body, this is the problem with the old school method. What if your body is sensitive to chicken or some of the quote healthy foods? Okay. What if you're not sleeping 7 hours? I see people chatting. I'm like, I want to go see what they're saying, but I can't because I want to stay on track. What if you aren't sleeping 7 hours a night? What if you've had weight issues your entire life? Then what? What if your body needs less exercise than what they're recommending? Did they even read your blood work? Did they even know what they're looking at to see what type of program you even need, or they just give you a cookie cutter one? What if I did not get to the root of why I was sick and unhealthy, spiritually and physically and everything? What if I didn't get to the root? It's almost impossible to have long-term success, true long-term happiness, without getting to the root cause. The old school method, the before diet, this is me, and genetically we can do some tests that show if you have the genetics to add more weight, if you rebound, and that's me all day, baby. If I lose weight and then kind of fall off or do something and don't do all of the crazy ass excessive work, I will gain everything that I lost plus some. Do you do that? So that was me. Compensatory behaviors. Okay. This is some things when I meet clients, and I see this often, a lot of women have it. It's a high percentage. I say they have an eating disorder and they get very upset with me. Like, oh, what? I don't throw up. I'm like, that's like one eating disorder. So there's something called compensatory behaviors that my coach told me about. And I was like, wow, here's what they are. Self-induced vomiting, laxatives, compulsive exercise, like, oh my God, y'all, I had tacos, so I'm going to go do 250 burpees because that'll burn off some calories from yesterday. That's just the kind of, that's the voice I hear when I hear that. I remember being the same way. We're going to work legs after your cheat day. I understand the thing behind it because you have more calories, but you should be eating enough. I won't even go there. Diet, pills, diuretics, restricting food, all compensatory behavior, sis. Problem was, I didn't have thousands of dollars or extra time to put into figuring all this stuff out. I'd already spent close to 40 grand on healers, holistic doctors, real doctors, supplements, and I had to figure out a better way. I needed something that was going to show results within a week's time. Like I needed to change. I needed to notice something in a couple of days. Let's be honest. It also needed to come from someone who actually had helped other people heal with the same thing and have success. I needed to be shown exactly what to do versus a ton of information. I didn't need more information. Like, I love you, Dr. Axe. I love you, Dr. Oz. Information's wonderful, but I needed like exact steps. So that's what I did. I found a practical medicine doctor that works with professional athletes and famous people. I started bringing up certain hormones to match someone who is healthy, sexy, and jacked versus what's normal Because what's normal is usually an 85-year-old person up to like the averages on like a Quest Diagnostics lab range is ridiculous. And then how many times have you gone to the doctor and your hair's falling out and you don't want to have sex and you're freezing and you're fucking gaining weight, can't shit, hadn't shit in a week, and the doctor's like, oh, your TSH is fine. No. So I made certain that what I was doing would work for my clients because I knew that it would get massive results. So I created a plan built around my blood work, my body, my goals, and even the foods that were specific to my body versus what I should be eating. I came up with protocols that would get massive results for my clients. I put it into the HOTMOMZ Lifestyle program. So what we do is, checking my phone here, we test and find out certain things that's in the program. And then I will tell you a little bit the secrets here. Okay. The way to train, how to eat, and how to sleep for best results, fastest. We start the protocol based on the findings. We address emotional things and create new beliefs, but we just go and address the emotional blocks, if you will. And yeah, I'm going to call it a block. We stay connected through our community and continue goal setting until you reach your desired goal through a refinement process. So this is one of the things I did. I started training. I scaled back my training to only about 3 days a week, 30 minutes. I say 45 here. I only remember hitting 45 like 3 times in the past 5 years. So I was really training about 30 minutes, maybe 3 days a week, and training at about 70% of my normal max. And if that, remember those days when I only trained for 10 minutes after the hysterectomy, I still went in and did one or two exercises. I only consumed foods that were in the green list in my food test. It was in the green section. You'll know what I'm talking about shortly. I implemented specific journal prompts that helped me finally connect the dots to my situation. I replaced old beliefs and memories with something that I could believe in and get behind. I did a lot of emotional clearing work. I got to the bottom of every food craving, every self-sabotage technique, every stressor, physical, emotional, everything. I had to unlearn a lot of things and learn how to reparent myself. So I implemented this with clients and the stories were absolutely incredible. There were no falling off wagons, no eliminating alcohol. There were no weight loss rebounds. Yes. Finally, it was time to see if my health matched the results. I wondered if I was doing enough. I wondered if it would show progress even though I'd messed up a few times. Because, I mean, let's be honest. I'm just not going to get 7-8 hours sleep every night. I'm going to maybe have some gluten on accident. At that time I couldn't have gluten. So if my health results matched what I wanted and showed improvement, it would change the game forever. I would be so happy. Now in my mind, I'm like, okay, now I'm getting there. I'm literally breaking a cycle at this point of unworthiness. I thought that if this really works, I'm going to share it with the world or whoever's ready to listen and hear it and do it. It means I could finally live the life I'd imagined from long ago, and so could everyone else. Let me go back. So this is 24 years old. This is 30 years old from a hair analysis test. Here you see all the levels. These are just basic copper, iron, potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, stuff like that. So very low, chronically low. Here, I'm still just a little bit low. This was 4 years ago, which I still was having some hormone stuff and was not to the point I am now spiritually. Not saying praying to Jesus. Spiritually meaning I am aware now of so many more things emotionally, like things that cause me psychological trauma, old boyfriends, old toxic relationships, things that my mom did, things that I saw. I started to realize, okay, my body has kept score, and that's what I came to terms with. Whereas at 30, I didn't know that stuff. So, always evolving and growing. Luckily, I can give you those steps and you don't have to go through years, but major improvement here. Check this out. Major improvement here. Even the heavy metal, I had my amalgam taken out of my mouth because I had mercury, and that's not good. The high aluminum here, I don't think I had taken out my deodorant yet, and I was pounding what are they called? Like LaCroix, the aluminum can drinks. This is really cool though. I went from Hashimoto, and I just got my client results back yesterday from our coach, one of our clients. And her TPO numbers, Hashimoto numbers, TPO thyroid antibodies went down to 6 from 11, which is amazing. But here you'll see T4, my T4 at 24 years old was 8.1 and is now a 1.4. We have all of the levels that we like to see people at. That's like 16, horny, A plus B equals C, everything's popping, you feel wonderful, you're sleeping good, you're shitting. We have those levels, goals inside of hotmomzlifestyle.com under the how to get the most bang out of your buck. So we'll show you that. But major improvement here. I was super ecstatic to see that. So higher testosterone, even fatty liver, we have a protocol for that. So we had a client that they were going to send her in to get like specialist, holy shit, you may die, liver disease, to, is this your lab work? Because I don't understand how it switched so much. But ALT, AST, that's your liver enzymes. We still like to see them around 20, but this was, I don't know when this was. I have had them right at 22, so that's great. Because a lot of times if you have hormone issues, you're going to have fatty liver. It's just how you process and break down hormones. So doesn't mean you drink a lot of alcohol. Free testosterone, I was basically dead, got that up, felt so much better. Oh my God. TSH went from a 3. Basically, this could be considered Hashimoto. I have seen Hashimoto people at a 3, and doctors will say, oh, you're normal. Bullshit. TSH got it down to a 0.77. We like seeing 0.5. This was after a hysterectomy, but I'm still doing great. Ooh, nice IGF-1. That's insulin growth factor there. Like your growth hormone. It has to do with immunity and just rebuilding, and think of superwoman and just like anti-aging right there. So cortisol has to do with your immune system, where you hold and store fat. I could never get a certain look around my core that I wanted, and it was just from cortisol. So we've been able to bring that up, because if your cortisol's too low, like mine was, low blood pressure, you can have fat storage around your midsection. You don't have to have just high cortisol. It could be low cortisol or high cortisol. Cortisol is very touchy. So food sensitivities, I'm going to get something to drink. Food sensitivities, major improvement. Check this out. This was just a few months, because what we do is we'll pull out the red. We will work on a certain protocol with healing the gut, and then recheck it. So I was able to have some bread again, some oats, even though I don't eat rye and I ain't going to eat rye, but I still could have oats. And that was huge for me. Beer, come on. I moved to Florida. I want a beer at 5 o'clock. I want a Corona, not the virus, but I was able to have hops. What else was fun here? Something else was really fun. Peanuts right here. Couldn't have freaking peanut butter. Then I could have some peanut butter. So, we can clear some sensitivities. This is not food allergies. It is a sensitivity. When you start to feel better, you can do things like I was saying here. Now I can hang out with myself, because I actually like myself. I enjoy my husband now, most of the time. My kids, and most importantly, I get to spend more time creating things for my students. Like, I, believe it or not, love if I could do something every day where I just showed up on camera and got to teach you and help you heal your life. That would be my ideal life. So thank you for allowing me to live that life. I'm so close to being there. 19 years old when I met Skip. See that body language? Oh, dear Lord, new energy now. This is pretty fun. I tripled my income. My marriage finally liked what I saw in pictures, because my senior pictures, sweetie, I didn't even want my senior pictures. I thought I was so ugly. I hated myself. It doesn't matter what you think that somebody and how they should feel. It doesn't matter. You have to honor everyone's feelings. The fact I was fucking sad and depressed. Just tried to kill myself a couple years before that. And then now I haven't tried to kill myself lately. Thought I wanted to when I was a first-time mom. Wasn't getting any sleep, but we'll get through that too. But yeah, we're good. All right. Will this work for you? I don't know. All I know is it worked for some of the people that I'm going to show you, and thousands more. If you're wondering, how can I do what you did, Casey? Okay. Well, that's why I'm here to help you today. If you want this to be your story, you have to do the same thing that I did. So when I got started, you have to visualize what you want. Almost like a vision board, but you don't have to go make a vision board. You just imagine that you're finally seeing progress and it's here to stay. So a vibrational match, okay, is what you need to get to. So if you are in a place of unhappy, sick, you're not getting results fast enough, well, there's a lot to it. But if you'll just think of a little bit better feeling place of, it's going to feel so good or I have the permission to feel better. And I'm giving you have permission right now to get well. You have my permission. You have permission to start putting yourself first and to start taking care of yourself. And you have permission to feel good. Okay. So just getting to a little bit better feeling place, and you don't have to go way off the scale. And if you need to lose 100 pounds, don't try to think of 100 pounds from now. Just start 20 pounds. Hey, how's it going to feel when you just are 20 pounds down, or when you can just make little goals and just focus on that and the good feeling of it. If the good feeling is not there, well, then you need to dive in a little bit deeper. And I've got some very helpful videos inside the membership for that. Mentality needed to succeed. But for now, maybe just me telling you that all you got to do is, what do you want? If you know what you don't want, and then that tells you right there what you do want. So if you know what you do want, you have to know what you do want. And then you just become a vibrational match for that. All right, check out Tammy Fanbro. Now, she started before she met me. I met her in the gym. I'd love to hear this story from her. Met her in the gym, and I saw her. I wanted her to try this new product that I was using. We ended up being friends. I love her. We've been out to eat. She's a fucking nut. We both can be extremely professional and then like in a second go just ratchet and talk about funny shit. But she did come on board and start implementing our protocols. And it really helped her in a major way because she too had some compensatory behavior. You know, she had the got to burn calorie thing, got to do this, got to do that. And she started eating more, you know, knowing that it's okay to eat more. We want you to eat more. So this was awesome. I love that. She shows up in the group often just to show you that, hey, I'm still here. I'm doing the damn thing. And the bitch is fine. She's got an ass on her. Oh my God. Kate, all right, comes from the other end, dude. Anorexia. She was teased as a teen. Puberty, you know, went through puberty early. And then now the bitch she is actually a pro fitness model, bikini model, and has tons of muscles and is jacked. So I'm going to introduce you to my 3 secrets, and they're not long. I had to just give you that story to hopefully help you understand and connect versus just kind of what meets the eye. All right, here are 3 key elements to getting healthy and hot as fuck. What are the 3 secrets? All right, let's get to the root of the problem. And it's the old limiting beliefs. It's where do they come from? What is a limiting belief? Okay. Well, the ACE score that I told you I scored an 8 on, that's not supposed to be over like a 4. This says that people that are obese or overweight or even have health issues, thyroid, whatever. There's so much stuff you're going to learn about yourself in this program, but this is just one thing. I've worked with a lot of people, and sometimes just weight problems could be from sex abuse. You know, sex abuse meant that looking good or looking a certain way was not safe. So you just add weight to protect yourself, when really that doesn't work. But mentally, you see what I'm saying? So a lot of trauma can come from childhood abuse or even like a bad relationship. If you were in a bad relationship in high school, or even, you know, you've been married before and they did a lot of psychological abuse about your body or anything like that, those things stick. And they have manifested into what you're sitting in now. So we have to get to the bottom of that. And it also allows you to have some self-compassion to say, you know, you've been through a lot. This does matter. You do matter. I'm telling you right now, you do matter. And it's just holding you back. So it served a purpose, and your body's amazing. Your body kept score. Your body was there when nobody else was. But if you find yourself sabotaging yourself with food, there's a reason why. Okay. Getting made fun of or ridiculed for looking different, or if you've had parents that are yo-yo dieters, or maybe you grew up in a household. I had a client, she grew up in a wrestling household where everything was about making weight, and then it turned on her. If you grew up with siblings and maybe you're built or shaped different than your siblings, all this creates this inner battle. This inner demon is created. Okay. And it holds you back in life, and it's not serving you well because you've got shit to do, and this is not serving you anymore. It's like a bad drug habit. We got to stop that shit. Early puberty for women, our self-esteem drops like 80% when we go through puberty. I mean, I went through it major. Early puberty can cause body image issues. Horrible. Oh God. probably some stuff there. Okay. It's crazy to me that coaches don't teach this. They don't implement any of this into their programs. Most programs focus on cardio, food, workouts. That's it. If something doesn't work, they just increase cardio or tell you to do more, eat less, or take this pill, or do this, or do the teas. So once again, the Hot Moms Lifestyle, what we do is we test and find out what works. We start the protocol based on the findings. And here, I've got a bunch of arrows. We always go back. Once you've got this in place and you know the follow-up, we just keep going back to what's coming up. What's the problem? Well, I'm just eating too much. Well, when are you eating too much? At night. Well, it turns out, let's go back. What happened at night a long time ago? Okay, well, there's some shit there that happened at night a long time ago, and now you're going for comfort. You know, you're going for comfort. Why don't you just sit with the feelings of being feeling inadequate, feeling scared, feeling powerless? Sit with that. Cry it out. Let's write it out. Let's cut some cords. Let's heal that part. Okay. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. What is it? I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. Powerful, powerful words right there. That's how you heal it. Okay. And you refine, and then we become super successful. Amy Lou, this is what she said. She said, Casey's ship promised more. I never dreamed it would totally change my life in the way of thinking, not just about food, but, I've already read this to you, but I guess I wanted you to read it again. Here we go. All right. Megan said, I prayed for a long time to get my health back, and the motivation and guidance. Before I found this program or found you, now I give thanks daily for receiving it. Continue growing on my journey as well. Sabrina said, Holy Mother of God, no one's going to believe that no cardio, eating fruit, traveling, no kitchen. I've even done stretching versus lifting. Holy shit. You know, she's just going on and on about she cannot believe. And it said her mental game is on point. And next summer, she's going to be hot as fuck. She's so funny. This says, Hot Moms, I've been focusing more on intentions and self-awareness and triggers and such. Some days it's harder than others, but I've spent years repressing the shit. But she just gets into very raw and vulnerable, and what's helped her. And she is kicking ass, and she's 46 years old. Does not matter how old you are, but she acts like she's 15. So something's working. All right. Secret number 2, the food that works best for your body. Food sensitivities are not the same as food allergies. A sensitivity test, it's just a different type of, your body has a reaction, but it's not like it's going to go into anaphylactic shock. Okay. I gave the example last time of if you're sitting there eating popcorn and you're watching a movie and they're getting murdered and it's scary, and then like your husband comes in, you find out your dog died or some crazy shit and you're eating popcorn, you may develop a popcorn sensitivity. Or if you've ever found yourself craving, like I'll never forget when I was craving pistachios. Oh, I could just eat them. Like you just crave them. Usually means you've got a sensitivity to it and it's not something that you need. Or the opposite is if you just don't want something, usually says you got a sensitivity. So my thing is, why waste time eliminating foods like elimination diets when you could just check yourself with a very like $30 to $60 test that will show you exactly what to do and what not to do. Almost 90% of women that we work with do better eliminating gluten and dairy and whey. That's dairy. Rebuilding your gut microbes, the thing that has to do with immunity and how you actually absorb nutrients. Rebuilding that, you can actually start introducing gluten every now and then without getting the bloat and the headaches and the can't shit for a week. I like to personally retest every 60 to 180 days until you see a dramatic change. Olive, let me know that this slide, I need to fix retest. Going on a basic diet is only masking the problem, and it does not speed the healing process. Okay. The point is retest until you have cleared a few major foods and you only eat the foods that your body likes. That's a way, you know, you hear about self-care, but those of you that are like me that come from maybe the past or the go, or you're high functioning woman, you don't know how to take care of yourself, right? Because if you did, you probably would not be watching this video. You'd be teaching it. Here's the deal. Self-love comes in the form of eating things that actually make you feel good. That is a way you love yourself. It doesn't matter if you were unprepared and you had to eat whatever. That's a fucking lie and way to self-sabotage, you know, because you would either just choose something else that's good for your body. There's just a way you can choose to love yourself by giving it nourishing foods that it loves. It's there for you. And once you get to the thing I just told you about, the I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, it's literally frees your body because it's been there so long and you've been beating it the fuck up. So let's start showing it that it does matter and that it's going to get you to however old you want to be and super happy and healthy, and that you're here for it. You'll support it with whatever it needs. This is cool. I said, there's a reason why large companies they're starting to do the type of testing that we do. I mean, this is Nutrisystem. I think Jenny Craig said, I think I saw a commercial. They did it too, but it's really cool that they're starting to do this as well. And this is what most people do. They start fad diets or pay a diet program for an online trainer who has abs, or, they know what they're doing. I'm going to offend some people here, but if I do, that means you're probably not for me. Don't listen to a registered dietitian. You know why? Usually registered dietitians, they are skinny or skinny fat because they practice what they preach. I'm going to say that again. They're usually skinny or skinny fat because they practice what they preach. I know them personally. I can say that. I don't want their body and I don't want their health and I don't want anything that really comes with their life, but their degree's cool and they know how to, if you are deficient in some micronutrients, you can eat some grapefruit to get some extra whatever's in a grapefruit. Do you know what I'm saying? I used to want to be a dietitian and work in a hospital. I get it. And I can say that because, I can say that. So yeah, but that's what most people do. Oh, they're Miss Muscle USA 100. They're going to be good. Yeah, Miss Muscle USA took a bunch of steroids too. Okay, and she eats chicken and broccoli and does binge stuff and she hadn't shit in 2 weeks. Go for it. All right. Number 4, some people believe that there's only a certain amount of food or type of food that will work. Like only tilapia will make you get super lean. Oh God, develop eating disorders or bad relationships with food because of these imaginary rules. This is what most people do. They'll start getting on these diets and then develop eating disorders. That's what happened to me. Here's what you should do instead. Get a gut test right now, today. Get a test. I said gut, but get the one that checks your gut because now you can save on supplements. If you're trying to buy probiotics or drink kombucha, you may be like doing yourself a bad doozy at drinking kombucha because wild yeast is not great for some people's gut. So just get checked and see what you can have. I said you can use Groupon or use the one we have that is in our toolkit. Yeah, you'll see that here. I'm giving away the toolkit at the end. Yeah. Eliminate all food that show on your red list. Only eat the mild list in moderation. You'll have like an orange, green, or red. So you can eat that middle, just kind of moderation. Yeah, I've already said everything else. Feel better, recheck in a few months. You're missing a huge piece of the puzzle when you don't take advantage of testing your body first, period. Number 3, lastly, is less high volume, excessive cardio, Orange Theory type of workouts, and more short yet intense weight sessions, but only if you're getting 7 hours of sleep. We have protocols for those that have severe Hashimoto's. Those people only need like 3 days a week, maybe some foam rolling or type of walking or types of meditations that we give. So it's really, and they can train. It's just going to be a certain type of training. So they're not going to feel like they're totally missing out. They're going to still feel wonderful and they'll start feeling better. Their vitality will actually pick up in a week's time. It's really cool to watch. All right. This quality over quantity, amount of sweat or calories burned. It's such a crock of shit that people that believe in, you have to sweat to get a good workout. You have to be really sore. You have to feel exhausted. You've got to eat all that. It's such a lie, such a misconception, such an old myth. Who told you that? I used to be there too, though. It's okay. Is it possible to have a better body by doing less exercise? And the answer is yes. Here's me when I was a fitness model on stage, doing all my little shit. I trained a minimum of 60 to 90 minutes a day. I remember doing stubborn fat loss protocols because I could not, for the life of me, get this to go away. I couldn't get that shredded, hard ab look. And what in the hell? All right, I could not get the look, right? And now here, I wasn't even trying. This is me in my basement with my friend Neil. He's a professional photographer working on some lighting, but this is me doing life, not even doing shit. And I had better abs. This is after, I don't even have a belly button. This was after a bad botch job. You know what I'm saying? I say botch job because I had to get 2 surgeries. But this is me young and having all the time in the world. Oh, I was doing fasted cardio, hundreds of dollars on supplements. I would go to GNC every day almost. Thousands of dollars on that shit. I don't spend any money on supplements now. You don't need it. You don't need BCAAs. I was very strict on the diet. I'm sorry for all my friends. I'm sorry, Skip. I'm sorry, everybody. I was just no fun. I couldn't do shit. Not like that at all. You see me now. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be getting a beach cruiser bike, and I'm like, where's the drink holder? I need a drink holder for when I ride my. Oh, I love it. Well, I don't drink like that every day. I'm just saying, you can still have fun. You don't have to sacrifice your life. All right. And I was just saying, I had a better body and health when I did less. When I did less. And yes, we like to take pictures in thongs, baby, because when I can get you confident enough, I don't care what size or shape, because I like big asses too. I just don't have one because I'm just not built that way, but I would get one if I could. We're going to take your picture in a thong too. All right. Because I focused on getting healthy first and not just some bro quick fix diet, some 8-week challenge, quick, oh, it's cheap. Well, then you're going to get cheap ass results then. Okay. How do I know the basic bro diets don't work? Because I've tried them and I've had hundreds and thousands of clients that's tried them. Most women that come to us, Olive, holler, let's correct that spelling. Most of the women that come to us cannot stop raving about our program versus what they were given by another trainer. Or it's just, they're like, oh my God, this is nothing like I thought it was. So this is from a famous fitness coach, and I like her. I have no beef with her, and she would tell you this. I had gotten a girl that I was going to work with. She was a former competitor. Oh God, lots of emotional stuff there about former stuff. I'm just going to leave it at that. Lots of stuff there. But I got so pissed and I reached out to this guy and I was like, I am fucking appalled at this shit. Like, how did this even happen? And she goes, wait, was she on a show prep diet after me? And she goes, I feel bad. These coaches feel bad, but now there's something called a reverse diet, giving her some credit here, that these competitors, and I want you to know this too, competitors schmeditor. There's a reason lots of women, I've seen people that's not competitors do way worse than what competitors do. They will go on cabbage diets, keto, and still go do beach body, run them out. You're about to see, they're going to do this shit. This is from a famous IG girl, okay? Run a half a mile, 1.5 miles a day on a treadmill, 3 sets of 15. That's 45 sets plus cardio daily. This is like 7 days a week. And she tells them to eat, I think it was like 1,400 calories. Okay. That's insane. You're asking for trouble doing this right here. We are not in the military. And even if you were military people, it's why they have hormone issues and adrenal blowout. Okay. This is not cool at all. I know what the bodies look like and I don't want them. And so this girl, this is what normal people do. But now this competitor, same thing. What it did to her in the aftermath, horrible. But once she said she felt bad, but there's something called a reverse diet. We can show you that as well, where we increase calories and how a certain amount and how to do that. So we ease your body out of it. You can't just go back to your old way, or you're going to put on 40 pounds. You're going to go straight into depression. You're going to have insulin issues. It's going to be nasty. So the problem with finding coaches, because I want to help you find a coach, even if you don't pay me, you don't join us, whatever. Here's how you look for a coach. Because I understand I am not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm everyone's shot of whiskey. You feel me? Okay. You never know the coach is telling the truth. If the coaches actually help those clients transform, you don't know. Sometimes you get people that come in, they have great genetics, they take drugs, and they get a really good, fast, quick result, but they don't tell you that. Programs lack the mental coaching aspect and understanding how to break cycles and the psychology piece of it. So I don't, you're only going to get so far unless you're just like a clean slate. So most programs or coaches don't implement genetic testing or hormone testing. We do very, very deep panels. We don't just look at TSH, okay? They just give a diet and a workout plan and call it a day. And some trainers and coaches took massive amounts of drugs and steroids, lost 50 pounds, and now call themselves an expert. Most programs are crash style because they just make more money this way. The faster they can turn around results, they can post it. And people, it's the herd theory. Oh, I want to do that. So the grass is greener type thing. And why this sucks is you're just another dollar sign. Don't worry, I've been a dollar sign too. And I like money. I fucking love money. Like a rapper likes money. But I'm not going to do it for this. Same thing is I'm not going to work with somebody that I don't like. If you're not going to do the work, I don't want your money. You may hurt yourself or get sick. If the program or coach doesn't know how to teach someone how to heal themselves or break negative cycles. And the clients they're just going to go back to their old ways. So you have to learn how to heal yourself. I ain't going to heal your ass. I'm going to tell you what to do. You do it and report back with the findings and with what you're doing. And I help you get unstuck. Okay. That's what a coach does. So most people lie about what they really did to get where they're at. Most are still struggling with compensatory behaviors themselves. It's like the blind leading the blind. I see professional fitness models talk on the keto or talk about intermittent fasting or talk about whatever and eating pizza and showing their food. Oh my God, I used to follow a guy. Love it. He'd say, if you find a fitness competitor, the ones I'm talking about, and they post pictures of their food all the time, they have an eating disorder. And it's not that they are presenting it in a beautiful way and they're giving you the recipe and here's how to do it. That's love and that's creative. But it's like where they post pictures of what they're eating and like, I'm going to be bad today. Like that picture I did. And I said, I'm going to town. I'm going to have a cheat day. That is an eating disorder. That's a sign of an eating disorder. Why can I talk shit about this? It's because I've been there. So you see what I'm saying? But yet now they're taking all these clients, but they're only going to get the type of client that they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, good. Solution. Find a coach that speaks in a way that you can understand and feel like that they're being themselves. Make sure that the program has mental coaching included because there's no difference within the results. Make sure they know how to read blood work and that it's not just a regular CBC panel, complete blood count that shows like, I didn't even, what is that? Bilirubin. We want a little bit more than that in a TSH. That's just not going to cut it. I love your family physician, but let them just stick with piss test and giving you, this, whatever it is that they do. Don't try to change your life perspective and hormones and like get healthy and heal your gut from somebody that's not what they do. Okay. You're not going to come to me for tax advice. Okay. You do that with a tax person. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if they're like, oh yeah, we can do that. Well, what if they do draw it? And then what are they going to do with it afterwards? Do you see what I'm saying? You're wasting your time. Here's the deal. You don't know if people took drugs. Okay. They're not going to tell you. They sure as hell ain't going to tell you. I'll tell you, I've taken the shit. I'll tell you what I took. It's in there too, because I am for everything. I'm not against anything. I believe in HCG. We've got diets for HCG because I am down for whatever's going to help you feel like just something a little bit closer to what you're getting, and you know the repercussion, and you also know you have a plan of action to get to where you want to go. Okay. You got to be open-minded. Make sure that the program doesn't have daily cardio or base cardio. Make sure it doesn't have it. You got to get your steps in. No. Make sure it doesn't have a bicep or tricep day only. Okay. Or only a chest day if you're a woman. If you're a woman and you're shaped like the Brandy picture, but they have like a chest day. Next. Make sure the meal plan, okay, and the food's based on what your body needs. If they tell you take out dairy, but there's no proof that like you don't need dairy or you can eat dairy, but what the fuck? What's the point? Only eat brown rice. Well, what if you get slowed down by brown rice? You can only have white. Do you see what I'm saying? And make sure that the plan's not under 1,300 calories, okay? Moral of the story, you don't need excessive cardio or exercise to be hot as fuck or healthy for that matter. Some women, and you can get cardiac work from weightlifting. Some women don't even need to lift weights. They can get results from just a few gentle methods while addressing the other things I mentioned in the training. Long-term health and hot body success comes from taking a holistic approach, not crash cookie cutter programming. Fear. There's some fear around this. There's fear maybe around like, Casey, I love what you're saying and all, but I'm scared shitless. I get it. If you knew how many times I have been scared of the same thing because it's like not what we think, like we feel like we're not doing enough. Or you saw Kate's picture, anorexia. She was terrified not to do cardio. She was terrified to eat more food. I get it. This is very normal. Fear of what if I look stupid? Excuse me. What are they going to think? What if I get hurt? It also shows up as, I don't know what to do. Where do I even start? That's all fear. That's all fear, and it's okay. We can sit with it. I'm not like all the other superstars, and I won't be able to keep up. I'm not skinny, blah, blah, blah. Keep watching. I got some pictures for you. I never see any change when I exercise. I hated PE. I hate exercise. All this. I'm going to be sore. All that is fear. False emotion appearing real. Fear also lets you know when there's something deep. We call it a trigger. So you look at it and go, okay, thank you, because this means there's something deeper here. Why am I scared of it? And you get to the bottom of it. Okay. And you realize that it's not a limiting belief. And then after that, you go, what is it that I want to believe? What is true is that Casey's fucking right. I've been doing this. I want this. I deserve it. I'm fucking worthy of it. And this is it. This is my time. Right? Feels a lot better. Fear, it's very normal. Just like a kid who starts school. I love this. Stephanie in our program said this, and I love it. Just like a kid that starts school for the first time. You won't sit there and go, okay, come back home, baby, if you're scared. No, you're like going to push them in that door and like, get your ass in school. This is great. This is growth. You know, this is the edge of the breakthrough that you needed. This is what it feels like to be extraordinary. That's why a lot of people are mediocre and they sit in their comfy piles of shit for life, because change is hard. I even have a video in here about, and a podcast you can check out about the science of resistance and why your brain is trying to protect you, because we want familiarity. We want that. It means you're safe. So when you try something different, it's not safe and fear goes everywhere. That's why you got to talk yourself off of it. So my mentor once told me before a big breakthrough is, hey, babe, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where the fear, that's where the growth takes place. I'm showing you here, when you log in, this is one of the things you'll see on our second tab is the mentality needed. You'll notice the first tab is like, welcome, join our Facebook group. We have a paid group. The next one is not what food you need to eat. The next one is not, here's the cardio or the 1,000 reps for spot treating your baby flab stomach. It is kicking the health and fitness struggle and the mentality needed to succeed. There's 3 videos here. It's phenomenal. We've had major breakthroughs with people watching these videos. I could sell these videos and probably will for the price I'm going to sell this membership to you today. Fact. If you work harder on your mental awareness game around health and fitness, you'll be unusually successful. People would think, well, it should be about how hard I work, right? Or how much I sweat or how much, all this. Yes, but your mental and spiritual aptitude determines whether or not you'll even work hard. That's going to determine whether, like, if you're feeling worthy of all of this and knowing what you deserve to have, and there's more to life than this, is going to determine if you even get out of the damn bed in the morning. Knowledge and increased awareness is failure proof, like fact. The more you put into learning about yourself and how to heal yourself, the more success you're going to have. Getting to the bottom of every trigger that you have around food and fitness and just signing up or whatever, just getting to the bottom of it, girl, it's going to set your ass free. And you see my GIFs? They aren't moving, but those are my favorite GIFs. Look at Amber. Went from 1 BM a week to having one every day. Focus and brain fog drastically improved. 0 cravings, increased self-love and confidence. She's a better mom. She's got 4 kids. Okay. Improved T3 reverse and many others. How cool is this? And she ain't even done. She is not even done. She is, and this was like February. Wow. Love it. Love it. Okay. Everybody starts out with fear, doubt, and worry, but you can start with inspiration and certainty. Like when you just know, like, this is it. This is it. So I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. I love that by Edison there. So how do you know if you need help? Ask yourself these questions. Do I have a plan in place to find out exactly how or where to start without shifting your mindset so there's less hiccups and more results for any guesswork? Do you have a team of medical professionals who knows exactly what to check, a plan of action, and non-synthetic ways to help speed the process? Do you have a plan of action for how to eat when you get your food test back? Do you have access to personal health coaches who's been in your shoes and helped thousands of other women get the same results as you're willing to achieve? 5, do you have a system in place so that you actually get more done with less time and effort? Do you have a community of other positive women who are vibing high and can help you along the way? Do you have a system in place that's structured so you know exactly what, when, and where, and how to incorporate exercise that prevents injury, helps hormones heal and shape your body beyond what genetics you were given? Or even if you have surgery, what to do and how to work. What if you have diastasis recti and you're a mom? What if you can't train your abs because your abs are separated? I show you how to do that. I have a pregnancy section for that. What if you're breastfeeding? We've got sections for that. I'm a mom too. Okay. Tried to nurse one of them for like 6 weeks. I got all that. Clients have done all that. Clients that have breastfed for 2 years. They got you. Do you know the best ways to check progress and make adjustments based on what you see? Ask yourself all these questions. Is it going to be hard? Absolutely. But it's hard. It's hard being unhappy and sick. What if you had someone that'll show you every step of the way? Then it becomes 10,000 times easier because I made all these mistakes. Let me just save you some time. Okay. At this point, you have a choice. You can try to buy our food tests, find a team of fitness hormone physicians, build rapport with them, try to learn about internal, natural healing, piece together the workouts that we post and try to wing it. And then when you have questions, you just got to figure that one out on yourself too. And while you run into the roadblocks you're going to run into, and it's going to work. Like if you just take some of this along and you do piece and string this along, like I said, it's just going to work. If you have the time, money, knowledge, and spiritual guidance to break through the mental blocks, it will definitely work. Or you can just bypass all the frustration and work with someone who's been there in your shoes and help thousands along the journey, along the way, okay? If you believe that increasing self-awareness, improving your health, and getting hot as fuck is the answer to being happier, wildly confident, sexy, bold in the bedroom, joyful, energetic, and unstoppable, then you're going to need some help, okay? When you choose someone to help you, like who's this going to be? Do they still look the part? Do they look close to their best after photos? Are their clients getting the kind of results you want? Has their program been around for a long time, or did they just start? Have they been able to improve other areas of their life as well as their clients versus weight loss testimonials alone? Do they provide direct support, and do they promote an only keto or only certain type of diet? Because you want to choose someone that is in alignment with what you need and want. The reason I say all that is because these are the standards that I hold for myself and my clients. Yeah. There's Lauren. Her TPO is the one that came down. She's one of our coaches as well. If you're open to becoming a customer and having me help you to improve your health and become a hot mom, well, then here's how I can help. I created a program called HOTMOMZLifestyle.com. We have a no commitment, try it out, dip your toe in the water, monthly tier that you can try out before you commit. There's no contract, no obligation to stay. The purpose of this program is to transform and rehabilitate your mind, metabolism, and body. These are just a little snapshot. We're actually building a new website. It'll be up really soon. It'll look a little bit different, but we're going to offer the same content. But this is just some of the content, okay, of what you're going to get. I mean, it's insane. You even get my program that I upload every 8 weeks. It's the one I do. At home workouts. So if you can't train, in the gym or the gym's closed, at home workouts. All right. These are all the free resources you're going to get. Free hospital hacks, what to eat and how to, with links inside for items that you can order on Amazon, or just how to order at the hospital. Holiday health secrets. I'll use this every year. Even if if you have fat arms, you know what I'm talking about? Like if some people just hold fat in their arms. I've been there a couple times where your arms just look like, ugh. There's something in holiday health secrets that will help you, not digest. It's going to help the insulin issue that's going on in your body. Fast food guide, what to eat at fast food guides. That one is the bomb. I used to give that away as a free guide, and it's amazing. But you'll get access to all this as a free guide, anybody that signs up, okay? What you'll learn in the first month, my goal for you is how to access me, the group, once a week. I go live once a week to do Q&A, exactly what food tests we use and what to do when your results come back, okay? Access to our doctors, exactly what labs to get, as well as the ranges that we shoot for, and access to all of our healing protocols. We have a gut, adrenal, thyroid, fatty liver, estrogen dominant, all that. Exactly what foods to start eating right away, exactly what exercise to do, and I'm going to help you become clear on what's holding you back. So that's, and even if you just start and do the live and then learn what's holding you back mentally, it's going to be a success for you. Okay. Who's this for? A woman who's willing to do the work. I am not open to whiny, attention seeking, lazy women. Okay. This is not, I am here for women that's going to put in the work, because I've put in the fucking work. Okay. I can't help you if you don't put in the work. It's also for the women who are looking for long-term success versus a quick fix. If you need to be in shape next week, I'm sorry, your ass should have started last year. But now, can we help you in a week? Maybe. You know, I mean, someone, you probably need one-on-one coaching at that point, but someone who's willing to invest in yourself with time, effort, money. That's who this program is for, because they know they're, you know, you just know. All right. If this sounds like you, there's a join button going to pop up around this video, especially if you're watching it after the live. All right. I'm going to only do so many of these packages. Seriously. This is not going to be going on forever. And here's why I'm doing it. It's because there are too many lioness programs out there, and I want to be a household name. I want to be known as one of the best programs for women that address it's a holistic approach. Okay. It's a holistic approach. There are people out there that depend on you, kids, husband, maybe you're a medical professional. I love working with medical professionals because you keep us healthy. You understand? Okay. So you're denying them. You're just denying them when you don't get started and take care of yourself. So there are people out there that depend on you, and you're denying them by not getting started. Whitney said, this is not really giving myself my best self to them. I'll be getting some real boundaries from now on. I deserve some fucking time for my shit too. And this was after one of our live videos, because you never know what we're going to get into. And, you know, she had a great success too with the program, but it's just really cool to see this. She's guilty of overscheduling herself, but it is what I love this. I love that she was aware, putting in the work. I love this. So not knowing where to start is an excuse. Okay. Amy said, I manifested $2,000 that I needed by May that helped me end my limiting beliefs about money for good. I began meditating and manifesting. My next goal is $10,000. My body fat has gone down. And you're like, why does this have to do with money? Because when you start to shift things, this is what happened to me. My whole life shifted when I started getting into using the portal of health and fitness. Okay. I used it as a portal to have massive success in other areas, to be rich in relationships, rich in time. You can't get time back, my friend. You cannot get time back. You can always get more money. There's an abundance of money right now. Even though you may feel broke, there's always somebody making some money. Okay. They ain't no different than you. They are always printing more money, always printing more money. So if you don't believe that, you have a major limiting belief with money. Amy said, with this program and what we did in here helped her with that. So there's always, like, that is a limiting belief. It's almost like saying, well, I was born fat, so I'm going to say that. That's a limiting belief. That's a lie. So yeah, can you make more money, get promoted? I don't know. We've had people do that in here, get promoted and get new jobs because they started having a pep in their step. They started feeling better. When you go from 0.7 testosterone to an 8, shit changes. Okay. My whole life changed because of this program. I'm a big girl. Y'all can't help me, little skinny girls. Okay. Well, this is Carrie. She said she was down. She's 5'3", sweet and low. Okay. Last time she got on the scale was down to 238. She needs to measure again. She's telling like what she did. Tammy said, that she weighed over 330 pounds. It says, welcome, because you're in the right place. We've got so many. Yeah. Don't even worry about that. I can't afford an extra expense. Okay. That's not an excuse. Gracie, she was a beach body girl. She goes, I spend way less money. Christina said, I spend way less on food. And you do. I mean, because you're not eating out all the time, or you just know what to get at the grocery store. Don't go to the grocery store, okay, hungry or without a plan, okay? Because you're going to buy some stuff that you shouldn't be buying, and you'll have a plan. We give you a grocery list. So yeah, this says, I think I spend probably less. Even if you eat different than your family, you're still probably going to spend less money. My flare-ups, I have an autoimmune disease, and is it going to make me hurt? I just can't get started. That's not an excuse either, because look what Missy did. I stopped taking sleep medicine, no longer need those. We've had people come off Prozac of 20 years. I'm not saying that we can do that for you, but we can help you with what helped them with depression. There's something that they've done. I've looked up the studies. I've taken it myself that work better than an SSRI. Plus, SSRIs just give you enough energy to kill yourself. Seriously, I've taken those too. They're for a reason. You need to use them until you can get to a point to come off of them. Just like my Adderall, it's here for a little while until you can adjust your levels. Because when my thyroid was wet, girl, my focus and not there, brain fog, not there. So we can adjust some things and get you off some of these if that's your true desire. Some people can take it and it's good. They need it. Take your medicine. I'm down for that. But if it's something that you want to come off of, we can help. We can help. Okay. Fibromyalgia flares up, greatly decreased. She's down 73 pounds. She's been able to join her family on physical outings. Her stamina for life is so much better, and her house has never looked better because she's got the energy to take on household projects. And she's a principal. She has working with her and my other admins for school systems. Oh my God, it's like one of the most stressful jobs. Whole new respect for teachers, whole new respect for just the administration in our education system. Holy shit balls. But, you know, Missy was like the other ones, okay? Anytime you've got extra weight on you, it's hard to start working out. It can be embarrassing, or you just can't move. Mobility is challenged at this point. She got in there, she just did what she could, and then now she can like do crazy shit in the gym. So I don't have enough time to start. That's an excuse. Brandy, I said, who was busy and thought about putting off HOTMOMZ? And she was like, me. And that was her. That's her legs. And we've had so many people that are just busy, miss PTA and all this stuff. Once again, it's a way you're self-sabotaging yourself. So you're just always going to stay busy and unhappy with yourself. It's just, you got to choose one or the other. I can show you how to get the health and body you deserve and have success in all other areas of life in the process. All right, check this out. Look, $47. Claim yours. You can't click this button right here, but there's probably a link around this video if you're not watching it live. So $47 must be a typo because it's too good to be true, but no. Like I said, I won't be offering this forever. Will not be offering this forever. So you can get the full program for only $47 a month. You're going to need this though. And the bonus that I told you about, the free toolkit, that's going to be in the next couple slides. Okay. So the 47 is monthly. It does not come with a toolkit. You'll get asked to purchase that separately. So you're going to need this. If you're going to ask me in the group, what's the best way to check body fat? What's the best protein to have? What's the food test? Where's I don't know, everything that you can imagine is in this right here. And every year that we update it, we're going to send you a copy because you bought it for life. Okay. So if you buy, I have something I have monthly and I have annual and lifetime, but today the offer, the special offer is 47 because I really won't be offering that because I truly believe that you don't do just a month. It's going to take you committing to at least a year. I say that all the time. These sexy little plans are like, hey, join me on this 90-day challenge. And I'm over here like, join me on this year-long journey that's not so sexy. But you saw it took me over 10 years. So what it took me over 10 years to learn, you could learn in 2 weeks, okay? But it's going to take you, depending on your situation, it's going to take you longer than a month. So personally, you know, looking at our sales and looking at our client success rates, the ratio of people that buy yearly or lifetime or even invest in one-on-one coaching have way better results than those that do monthly. It's just what it is. The people that do monthly, it's something about you have to commit longer. But if monthly is all you can do, I've been there, that's all you can do. I trust that you maybe get in and start working on things to manifest more money because we empower you to do that. I believe that anybody can make more money if you want to make more money. Okay. The 12-week trainer, that's Booty Blitz. So when we start training at the gym, this ass program. I mean, look at the pictures. This one, and she has an autoimmune disease, like pretty bad autoimmune disease. And still, look at that. Look at that. But you couldn't tell me shit. So let me go back. See, I got off track looking at her ass. This right here, the toolkit, okay, it's separate if you do monthly, which is fine. But if you do lifetime, I'm going to give you the Booty Blitz and the toolkit and the lifestyle guide that's not pictured here. It's going to come for free and you won't ever pay again. So the bonus for 24 hours, you want $47 is the month. Okay, that's fine. Get on. Hell yeah, high five. Come on in. Or if you want the freebies, do the lifetime. Okay, now check this out. We have payment plans too. So here's the payment plans. The year's $497. You can see here $257 lifetime. You know, we've got payment plans. Yeah. You know what a payment plan is. You a woman. Okay, we buy stuff. You know what payment plans are? It's just a choice to pay things off over time. That's all it is. It's not debt. It's a choice to pay things off over time. I love that. I learned. Okay, won't get off track. So this is the last slide, I'm pretty sure. She said, I love this. She's a lifer. Said her husband said, just do the lifetime membership if you're going to do this. It's crazy not to. And it's just, you get a t-shirt, you get the free programming. you know, it's just different. You never pay again, ever pay again. So, and I paid $500 for my first diet, and I had a beanbag for furniture, and here I am, here I stand. If you want, PayPal credit is phenomenal. They do loans all the time, low interest rate. And when money comes in your PayPal, it pays it right off. It's a really cool thing that PayPal credit has. So there's that. That was my presentation to you. I really hope the best. I hope something in here was a huge nugget for you. If you had anything that you feel like shifted something in you, let us know. Let us know. Tag me. Instagram is Casey Ship or HMZ Fitness _ On Facebook, it's Casey Ship. So $47 a month. Not going to offer that forever. I'm probably going to merge to the year or lifetime price because it's going to be like a course. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for joining. I'm going to come off now and I'll see you soon. Okay. Hold on, because I'm going to come on and we will do Q&A. So 1 second. Let me stop recording. No, we'll keep recording. Fuck it. All right. Anybody in here? I'm going to check the chat. We can come off of mute. If you want to come off mute, can you unmute yourself? Let me see. Let me allow participants to unmute themselves. So you should be able to unmute yourself if you want. If you have a question, start talking. Look at the chat here. Let me go to the Facebook group. Facebook group. If you've got a question, let me know. God almighty. I don't see it anymore. Yeah. Are you in here? Nobody's. I don't think y'all can talk.